Hello everyone, today is a makeup video. This is the look I do when I want to feel like I have my life together, but I don't want to take too long getting ready. I begin by using petroleum jelly or Vaseline to moisturize the lips. Onto the eyes, I start by using the LA Girl Pro Conceal on my eyelids, and I blend this out, and this just forms a base to make sure that your eyeshadow is going to show up true to color and will stay on all day. Go in with a translucent powder or a light matte eyeshadow just to set that. Next, I go in with this Eyeko Tools Fluffy Blending Brush to put some of this NYX Matte Bronzer on my eye. And it is busted up, and a lot of these products in this video are busted and looking crazy because I've had them for a while, and I wanted to show you guys that you can put on a nice makeup look with just the things that you have laying around your makeup collection or laying around your house. So I then blend out that bronzer and go in and clean up under my brow. I go in with a felt tip eyeliner pen. Now, you can use any one you want, but this is what I use to map out my winged eyeliner. I use this as a sort of rough draft blueprint to where I want my wing. It's really easy to control, so just to map this out and draw on the sort of shape that you want, it's really easy to go in with this first before you go in with your liquid liner. So I then take my NYX liquid black liner, and this is a brush tip applicator, so it is a little tougher to work with than the felt tip. So I go in and I clean up that line, make it nice and precise, and I draw on my wing, starting from the outside, moving slowly towards the inside. I complete my wing, and if you mess up, it is no big deal. Just keep a Q-tip and some makeup remover handy. I mess up every time I do it, so don't be afraid to try again. You're going to want to go back and forth between the wings to make sure that they are matching. And mine aren't perfect, but I decided that was good enough for that day. I then go in with these Kiss lashes from the drugstore and some Duo eyelash adhesive. And I put them on with Tweezerman tweezers. So I'm back with my lashes on, and now moving on to the face. Starting with this Maybeline Baby Skin Pore Eraser Primer. I put this all over. This is good for beginners if you want to start getting into primer and foundation. It does smooth your face out and minimize pores. And then I take the CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous foundation and another taped up brush, and I put this on my finger and move section to section. And this foundation is great because it has primer, concealer, and foundation all in one. So by doing section by section, you really control how much product you're using. Instead of just globbing it all over your face and blending it out, this makes sure that you don't use more than you need. I go back in spots where I need a little bit more coverage, and I just blend out for a smooth base. I then move on to use my LA Girl Pro Conceal in Beautiful Bronze and this angled blending brush that is busted. I said I'm ratchet. And I go in with this because I feel like my powder bronzer disappears on me a lot of time. So I like to go in with a cream bronzer or contour first to really set that definition in on my face. So you go in and blend, 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 and see I put a little bit too much, but it's okay because I'm gonna go back in with my foundation brush and clean up where I don't want that bronzer anymore. You're gonna have to go in a few times to make sure you get the look that you're going for, so just stay patient and keep blending. And you're going to want to make sure to go in an upward motion. This is really important because that's when your contour and your bronze is going to get really messy and muddy if you just spread it all over. You want to focus it under the cheekbones because the point is to lift your cheekbones and give you that model, defined, chiseled face. So I go in with a little bit more and I blend. Go back in with this NYX Matte Bronzer to seal in that contour. See, I use a lot of the same products for this multiple things. Don't be afraid to use bronzer and blush and all of that as eyeshadow, because as long as it goes on your face, you are always pretty much good to use the products on different parts. Then I go in with this Stay Matte translucent powder everywhere that I didn't put the bronzer. I then take this e.l.f. Duo and I take this Eyeko Tools blush brush and go in on the apples of my cheeks and make sure you smile and get that in the points where you want to look like you're blushing. Then my beloved Carli Bybel palette, and I take this golden highlight shade on this precise fluffy brush on the tip of my nose and the bridge, and I go on the tops of my cheekbones. So now we have that nice healthy glow going. I take the Ulta matte setting spray all over my face to seal in the look. And then we go in with mascara. Now this is really important to make sure you blend the falsies in with your real lashes. Next, I take the Maybeline gel eyeliner on the little brush that it came with, and I go in on my waterline. You don't have to do this, but I never feel complete without it. I don't know why. And then I go in with the Million Lashes mascara, and this is great for the bottom lashes to get them really separated. I love this Victoria's Secret Beauty Rush lip gloss in the color Candy Baby. It smells great, it's smooth, and it just gives a natural shine to the lips. And that is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching.